Welcome to class. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are getting started. My name is Dara. This is core class, 30 minutes. We've got core, a little bit of yoga starting off in standing, then we're gonna take it down to the mat. Weights are optional. Modify based on what you need. I'm a physical therapist as well as a strength coach and yogi. I'm also an endurance athlete. So I always say, modify as needed, what's best for your body, listen to your body. We're gonna start off in standing, do a little bit of a yoga warm up and then take it down to the mat for some core strength. We've got a series of 3 core moves today, a little bit of glutes, adding in some weights with our glute work today. Let's start off with a nice little yoga warm up and then we'll take it down onto the mat. So take a nice long inhale, reach to the sky, 30 minutes. We've got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. My dog is in the background eating his breakfast, so you might hear some dog chewing. Take a nice breath here, reach, get some length in your spine, elongate, lengthen, reach. And then exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down, hang out here, knees are nice and soft, just be gentle, just be kind to your body. I always like to start off kind of slow for this first round for our vinyasa yoga warm up. Hold it here, 1 breath. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten out the knees, get a nice stretch in those hamstrings. If you're like me, you got tight hamstrings from running yesterday. Hold it here. And then bring your hands down, step back into plank. We have some planks, not too many today. I like planks. It's a great way to get in some shoulder and upper body strength in our core. Hold it here, last breath, tuck the chin in. Bring your knees down, exhale, slowly lower. Chaturanga, elbows close to your sides. Uncurl your toes. Press yourself up into this first little baby back bend. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Open up the chest. Hold it here for 1 breath. Exhale back down. Uncurl your toes, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Enjoy this stretch. I love to give downward dog to a lot of my runners and my cyclists. It's a great way to get some calf and ankle mobility. If you're like me, you've got tight calves. So really drive your hips up high to the sky. Try to flatten out that upper back, spread the fingers wide, give yourself some nice base of support, and then just pedal the feet out. So that's our first flow. We're gonna do that 2 more times, and then we're moving on. We've got some chair pose today. Optional, add weights to make that a squat. Last breath here, pedaling those feet. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Really try and articulate through your whole spine as you roll up. Really get that spine moving, right? We want a nice supple spine, not just strength. We need supple joints mobility. Inhale, reach. Round 2, get some length. Exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down, breathe, let it go. Hang out here, 1 breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This should feel nice. Straighten out those knees if you want a little hammy stretch. Hold it here, 1 breath. Bring your hands down, step back into plank number 2. Enjoy this plank, nice shoulder strength, core strength. Tuck the chin in, tuck the belly in. Hold 1 breath. Exhale, lower either knees down or all the way down, chaturanga. Great way to work on your push-up strength. If you struggle with push-ups, just do some planks lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. This should feel nice on the lower back, not pinchy, right? Just like a nice little stretch. So if you want to kind of like move side to side, just check in with your lower back. How's everything feeling? Keep it nice and relaxed. Use those lats, those big muscles. Squeeze the shoulder blades down to engage and strengthen and support your back. Last breath here. Exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. We're gonna do 1 more round like this, then we're moving on, guys. Got a lot to cover, short amount of time, 30 minutes. Subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications of all my live classes. I host them weekly. Weights are optional. Modify for you. Last breath here. Walk the hands back to your feet. Rolling up slowly, take your time. Articulate through your whole spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Last round, guys. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Knees are soft, hang out, 1 breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold it here. Hands come down, plank. Step back. Strong shoulders pressing away from the mat. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Last time, up dog or cobra. Enjoy this extension of the spine. How often do we get into this nice extension? We're always hunched over everything all day, right? Enjoy this. Good for the spine. Get some nice healthy extension back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. We're gonna add on to our downward dog. So you've got some options. Before we get into chair pose, I want you to lengthen your stance a little bit here. And then we're gonna come into three-legged dog. So you can hang out here in down dog and just kind of work on this stretch, nice active pose. If you wanna take a break, you can also do child's pose. If you want to add that three-legged dog, I'm just kicking my right leg up and then I'm gonna pull it through. So if you want to add some challenge, add that knee crunch. So right leg extends back and then exhale, pull up the middle. So we're gonna do a few of these and then we're gonna come into standing for our chair pose, and then we've got our series of 3 core power moves after that. So let's just do a little bit of our three-legged dog, add that crunch, get that core fired up. A few more here, and then we're gonna switch sides. Pull it through, crunch. 2 more. Pull through. 1 more. Again, you don't have to do this. You can just hang out in downward dog. Bring that right foot down, bring the knees down, roll the shoulders and the wrists out. Again, a lot of people can have some sensitive wrists. You can always double up your mat or just modify it as needed. Let's do the same thing left side, and then we'll come back into standing. So again, three-legged dog. Find your nice stable position. This is where my stability comes from. Nice spreading the fingers wide, really pushing away from the mat, driving my hips up high, extend that left leg, and then pull it through for my crunch. And again, pretty advanced, right? Not for everybody. Modify based on what is best for you. Really focus on that crunch. This is a crunch. Pull. And then up. Pull. So we've got some obliques, we've got some deep abdominal work, and then we've got some holds coming up in our series of 3 core moves. Every class I have about 3 moves, and we do a little circuit of those 3 ab exercises, abs, glutes, core. So that's gonna be coming up in our main set. Last few here, and then we're gonna come into standing. 2 more, just like this. Pull it through strong. Exhale. 1 more time. Pull it through. Bring the left foot down, walk your hands back to your feet, come into standing for me. We've got chair pose or air squats, rolling up slowly. You've got options today. If you have weights, grab them. Whatever you got, kettlebells, dumbbells, it doesn't matter. So if you are going to be using the weights, I want you to grab 1 weight. If you have 1 at your heart center, squeeze those elbows in close to your side. This is your goblet squat. You're gonna practice. Nice wide stance. I like to tell people, hey, bring those feet wide. Give yourself some space. You can sink nice and deep into that squat. Engage the shoulders, right? If you've got 2 weights, 2 dumbbells, you can hold them at your sides, coming up and down into your squat. If you don't, chair pose, inhale, reach to the sky. If you've got no weights, sink deep, arms overhead, and then you're gonna bring a knee up. So you've got options. If you've got no weights, alternate bringing that knee. Sink low into your squat. Now I wanna suggest focus on sitting back into the heels, whichever version you're doing, but your whole foot needs to stay planted, right? So big toe, pinky toe, heels, 3 points of contact. That is our squat. That is our stable, strong squat position. So I'm sitting back into the squat. My back is remaining nice and flat. My abs are engaged. Eyes are looking forward. My shoulders are back. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm here. Neutral, right? So starting with those, whichever version you're doing, whether you've got the weights, whether you don't, whether you're adding that knee crunch, just got to get in a little bit of glute, booty, lower body strengthening here before we take it down onto the mat. Nice little finisher to our warm-up. Sink low, work on depth. The beautiful thing about that squat, it's a chance for you to work on some hip mobility as well. Use this time to really open up the hips, sink low, sink deep. If you're having troubles with that, try a wider stance. Again, we don't want to dump into the lower back, so really focusing on keeping those abs braced. Lots of things to think about with our chair pose and our squats. Let's do 4 more. Should be warmed up by now. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All right, cool, done. Done with that. Squats, done for the day. We may revisit those kettlebells or weights later. Let's finish with our warm-up. Let's do a little bit of upper back and spine mobility. Hands and knees, position, thread the needle. Let's finish with a nice opener here. Inhale, reach, exhale, through. And just inhale, open up the rib cage, upper back, thoracic spine. Exhale it through. So we have our series of 3 core moves, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Inhale, reach, exhale it through. We're going to start with some obliques. Some oblique work on our back. We have a hold, and we have a glute bridge. So if you've got mini bands and you want to add those into that 3rd move, that glute bridge, you can do that, or you can use your weights for that glute bridge and just put the weights onto those hips. So we got a little bit of abs, a little bit of obliques, a little bit of glutes. That's our series. We'll cool it down, stretch, be done, 30 minutes. That's it for today. Let's do 1 more on this side. Reach it through, same thing, other side. Open up the back. That upper back is the gateway between your neck and your lower back. If that mid back is not moving, you can potentially stress out that upper back, the shoulders, the neck, and or the lower back. So do not ignore that mobility that you need in that mid back. So that's what this is working on. Again, that entire spine, we want supple joints, supple spine, as well as strength. We want both, right? That's the goal. Few more here, and then we're gonna come onto our back. We've got obliques, little ankle grabs, then we have a hollow body hold, and then we do have some glute bridges. And I will show you some modifications. If you have the mini bands, you can add them in. Otherwise, not needed. We'll make it spicy enough. 1 more time here. All right, on your back. Let's start with ankle grabs. So again, obliques is the focus. These are deadly. They seem like they're easy, but they are not. They kind of sneak up on you. So I'm going to be on my back. Again, if this is not comfortable on your neck to kind of come into this elevated head position, I would suggest you modify and just do some bicycle crunches instead, right? So if you're coming in, starting with me with these ankle grabs, you're going to tuck the chin in, lift the head up, and then you're just going to reach for those ankles. So this is our first move. We've got a long first set, so settle in. This is that side bending movement pattern. Obliques, you should feel it. Settle in. We've got a long way to go. So alternative, if you're like, oh, my neck's getting tired, you can also have your hands here, right? Support the neck. Again, subtle movement. We're not doing a big movement with this to target these obliques. A little bit of side to side. You can also just go into that bicycle crunch, right? If you need an alternative to these ankle grabs. So we've got these, and we've got a hollow body hold, which is a 30-second hold. Challenging. I will show you options. We will change that in our last round. And then we've got a glute bridge. And that's it. We're going to modify that glute bridge as well. So if you've got weights, you can have them on the hips for your bridges. Got mini bands, you can have them around the thighs for those bridges. Let's finish up with these ankle grabs. Reach, 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 reach. We have 3 rounds, 3 moves. In 4. In 3, in 2, in 1, relax. Shake it out, let your head be relaxed. We've got 30 seconds of a hollow body hold. I'm gonna show you options. Level 1 for your hollow hold is here. Level 2 is here. Level 3 is here. The lower you go, the harder it is, right? Lower back must stay pressed down the entire time, meaning whoosh, exhale, press that lower back down, no space here. We've got 30 seconds starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. brace. Rib cage is pressed down, connecting from here to here. Lower back is pressed down, chin is tucked in, abs are tight. 30 seconds. Challenge yourself. We've got glute bridges coming up next. Really fortify. This is the stability part of your core work. We've got the moving, the dynamic part, and then this is the stability. Keep going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Glute bridge, feet are hip distance apart, knees at 90. Drive the elbows into the ground or overhead. Or if you've got weights, my gosh, you've got so many options, you guys. You can hold the weights here for your glute bridge, or you can have the weights on the hips, right? All of these alternatives work. I want you to think about driving through the heels, squeeze your butt every time you lift. When you come to the top of that bridge, you should look like a little triangle, right? I don't want that booty kind of sinking low, right? Finish the move. So a lot of times people come to me, especially in physical therapy, and they're like, oh, all I feel is my lower back when I do this, or my lower back hurts when I do this. So 2 cues I will give you. One is finish all the way up. You're not coming all the way up, so you're really hinging the lower back. So that's cue number 1, is really finish all the way up. Cue number 2, squeeze your booty more, right? Redirect that movement pattern so that your glutes are doing more of the work and your lower back is doing less. Sometimes that just takes a little bit of that active glute squeeze. Number 3, I would say dig in with the heels a little bit more. You can also change the foot position, right? If your feet are too far away, too far forward, you may not be feeling it as much in the glutes. Those are my few cues. Other cues is sometimes just adding that mini band around the thighs gives you a little bit better way to engage your glutes. So think about that, you guys. We've got a long first set. So settle in, really squeeze, squeeze, and lift. We're gonna change this glute bridge in our second and third round, but for now, let's just get those hips going. Squeeze, squeeze. So again, your level 1 would be here. Level 2, if you don't have weights, this is still gonna be a little bit more challenging. And then weights can hold here or here, right? Glutes, squeeze. 4 more, lift. 3, 2, all the way up. Last one, good. Relax, let the knees rock side to side. Coming back into those ankle grabs. Round 2, we're going. We're not taking breaks. Tuck the chin and lift. Reach to those ankles. Round 2. 3 rounds today. 3 moves. Focusing on some endurance, right? So we're working our core. We're doing a little bit of stability work, a little bit of a hold, a little bit of dynamic movements here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So really, when you're building out your core routine, again, it doesn't need to be an hour's worth of core work, and it doesn't even need to be every day, but really try to add some different movement patterns in. So every class, I try to show a little bit of this, a little bit of that, mix and match. Some day we do more planks. Some days we do more of those hollow body holds. Some days more glutes. That's all a part of your core. So I suggest you change it up and hit all the targets, right? Continue here. Let's do a few more. Reach, 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 reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollow hold, 30 seconds. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Brace, exhale, lift, hold, 30 seconds. Really pressing that lower back down. When I say connect the rib cage, I mean this part. Zip it up, right? That's going to give you some of that stability and control, maintaining that core all the way around, keeping that lower back pressed down, tucking the chin in. 30 seconds. We're almost done here. In 3, in 2, 1. Feet down, glute bridge. We're not taking a break. Come back in, squeeze. If you've got the weights, add the weights. If you don't have the weights, guess what? We're going to do some single leg bridges. So do a little bit of our glute bridge. If you've got the weights, just keep it going. Let's go for some endurance here. If you don't have the weights, we're going to do a little bit of a single leg bridge on our right and then a little bit on our left. Coming up shortly. So let's do 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Keep that right heel down. Bring your left leg up. Single leg bridge. Press into that left thigh. Fire up that right glute. Burn it out. Single leg. All the way up. Dig in with the heels. Your hamstring's probably talking to you right now on that right side. Ignore it. Keep going. These are hard. Couple more. 3, 2. Guess what we have to do the other side? Same thing, other side. See if you notice a difference. Is one side stronger? Everyone's got that stronger side. For me, it's my right side, my left side. I'm always like, ooh, struggling. Struggle bus. This left glute. Again, work on that weak side, right? We always want to be working on some single leg work, some double leg work, some stability, some mobility. All hit all the targets. Last few here. And then we've got our last round. We're almost done. Who would have thunk? In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Ankle grabs. Last time, tuck the chin in or bicycle crunches. Up to you. You decide. Exhale, breathe. Obliques engaged. Reach, 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 reach. You should feel kind of sore from this one. This is one of those moves that doesn't really seem like you're doing a lot, but you should be feeling it in those side bender muscles, right? Those obliques engaged. That creates the connection from here across the body. That helps us with our running, our cycling, our swimming. Think about how much you need to do walking, opposite arm to leg, moving, creating power and leverage across the body. That is what we use those obliques for, among other things. Last few here. Then we've got our last hollow body hold. My favorite. 3, 2, 1. Hollow body hold. Get ready. In 4, 3, 2. Set yourself up. 30 seconds. Last one. Make it just as good as your first one. Press that lower back down. Tuck the chin in. Brace with your abs. Connect. Zip it up. Tight abs. Keep going. 10 seconds. We're almost done. And then we've just got our last set of glute bridges. I'm going to change that last set and give us a little marching bridge finale in 3, 2, 1. Relax, feet down, bridge, glute bridge. Last one. If you want the weights here, you can do them here, here, whatever you want. We're going to finish with a marching elevated bridge. So that's a little bit more of that core emphasis for that marching bridge. In 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips up nice and high. So from here, I want you to march the legs out. This is our marching bridge. We're finishing. And then we've just got to stretch and be done. That's it. All the hard work is done. Keep those hips up nice and high. If you're not sure that your hips are high enough, bring your hands here just to reinforce this elevated position. I'm bracing with my abs here as well. So a little bit of core activated as I stay high into my bridge. Finish it up. Got a little bit of glutes, a little bit of abs. We're almost done. Keep those hips up high. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then bring those hips back down. Rock the knees side to side. We are done with the hard stuff. Now we get to stretch. Hug the knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Rock the knees side to side. Let's cool it down. Let's stretch it out. Nice gentle massage for the lower back. Nice and mellow. Just remember, I'm going to post most of these classes up in the core class playlist, so check it out after class. Other ab workouts in there as well. Subscribe to the channel. Let that left leg relax, shake it out. Hug that right knee into your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Get those feet moving. Nice, healthy, supple joints, mobile feet. Nice, active, moving those arches and the joints, and the feet and the toes, all those things around. Let's roll that hip around, little circles here. Just keeping that hip joint nice and loose. We want mobility as well as strength, right? We want it all. With your left hand, bring that right knee across your body. Find that position that just feels like a good stretch for you, right? The hip can be lower, knee can be higher. Open that left arm out at an angle, giving your upper back, shoulders, and chest a nice little stretch. Let the head be nice and relaxed. Just shake the head out. Let any tension go in the neck. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale it out through the mouth. Let it go. Last few breaths here. Come back to center, figure 4 stretch on that right side. Nice little hip opener here. Reaching through. Thread the needle if that feels good. Roll the shoulders out. Release any tension. Let it go. Neck is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last few breaths here, and then we'll switch sides. Any other stretches that feel good to you, that you enjoy, now is your time to add them in. Unwrap that right leg, shake it out. Let go of any tension. Hug that left knee in. Roll ankles and toes around again. Maybe roll that hip around. Little circles, nice and easy, mellow. Both ways. Bring that knee across your body. Enjoy that stretch. Open that left arm out. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. Knee goes wherever it feels comfortable. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Let it all go. Really enjoying the side body stretch. Last few breaths here. And then when you're ready, come back to center, figure 4 stretch. We're almost done, you guys. Reaching through for thread the needle if that feels good. Roll the shoulders. Let all that tension go. Really focus on that nice, slow inhale through the nose. Fill the belly. And then exhale it all out, let it all go. Last few breaths. We are almost done. Thank you for coming to class. Last inhale here. Exhale it out. Unwrap that left leg. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let's finish off in seated, and then we are done for today. Roll yourself onto your side, coming up into seated, however is comfortable for you. Let's finish out class with our seated stretches and then be done with our class today. Again, finishing with that nice tall spine, tall posture that we started with. Get some length in your spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale it out. Let's do one more, and then that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Subscribe to the channel. Get notifications of a live class. My name is Dara. Thank you for coming. Inhale, reach. And exhale out. That's it for today. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Be good to yourself. See you guys later.